You know, as a parish priest, I have a privilege to frequently pass through the hospitals. Usually it's because you get a call. Father, can you go up and see someone? Can you anoint someone? And of course you go. But obviously, once you're in the hospital, you know, a lot of times people catch you. Hey, Father, if you have a minute, can you stop here? Can you go there? And more importantly, as I walk through the hospital, and I've done it a lot, you just start to notice who's there. And it doesn't matter what floor or where you are, you know, it can vary obviously in different places, but I've come to the conclusion that illness shows no partiality. That you just got to walk through a hospital pretty quickly and you see young and old, rich and poor, male, female. It doesn't matter how much education you have. It doesn't matter what's your background, your ethnicity, your race, your color, your creed. People get sick. And people get sick from a wide variety of different backgrounds. There's a spectrum. Illness shows no partiality. And we know this in our own life. We know from what we have seen in our encounters, both personally and with family and friends, how some days you think that there must be a storm cloud parked over somebody's house. Why them? Or sometimes you just see, boy, things are really going well. Or there's a curve in the road we didn't expect. Illness can come at any time and place, and it can strike at any age and background. And in the midst of that diversity, in the midst of the need that people have for healing, Jesus comes. That there's this amazing thing we see throughout the Scriptures, that Jesus continues to reach out to people in their illness, young and old, rich and poor, male and female, regardless of their background, their ethnicity. And an encounter with Jesus is a healing encounter. That every time people come in the presence of Christ, something happens. Something amazing. Body, mind, heart, and soul. Their lives get touched. Their lives get changed. Sometimes it's a physical healing. Sometimes it's good news. Sometimes it's a reawakening of one's heart. A new way of seeing life. But an encounter with Jesus is a healing encounter. Folks, it's these two dimensions, what I call healing and hospitality. We see this in the Scriptures today. And I will submit that it is a key point for us to take into our lives and into our hearts. Because when we walk out the doors today, how will we be agents of healing to the people we meet? Simply put, how will we make it better by our presence in the lives of others? How do our lives, our hearts, bring good news? How do our words and our actions build people up? How does the example of our life, how does the way in which we live touch the hearts of whoever is in front of us today? Because today we're reminded to show no partiality. Whoever is in front of us is a son or daughter of God. Whoever God puts in our path today is in fact the person we need to meet. We need to greet, we need to encounter, we need to be present to. And isn't it interesting that throughout the course of a day or a week or a month or a year, think of the people we see. And think of the opportunity we have to bring light into the world. Now someone might say, but hey, Father, I don't know if I got enough gas in the tank to do that. And the point is simple. We're not supposed to. That's why it starts here. That's why we receive Jesus, body and blood, soul and divinity from the altar. We let Christ fill up our hearts so we can go out and make a change. We allow Christ to change us, to renew us, to strengthen us, so that with the love and light of Jesus, we can bring His grace to whoever is before us. It's the Lord's love that we bring into the world. And it's the Lord's love we receive in the Scriptures, in the sacraments, in our prayer. Friends, today I would submit this. When we come forward to say amen to the body and blood of Christ, what we're really saying is, Lord, feed me, nourish me, strengthen me, help me. Because, Lord, I need to take your healing grace and put it out there in the people who are in my life. Because, Lord, I know that young or old, rich or poor, male or female, you're going to present to me people in my life, and I have an opportunity to make a difference in their world. I have an opportunity to take the gift of my life and bring your love to others. Folks, when we make our communion today, may it strengthen us, because we've got work to do, to bring healing and hospitality to the people in our lives, allowing the love of Jesus to change us so we can change the world. God help us. God bless us all.